Hello everyone, and in this video for today we are going to talk about the best digital marketing tools that you can use to grow your business. I get asked a lot the best tools that someone needs to be using in order to implement various digital marketing strategies within their business, and I wanted to create a video on exactly those tools are. So firstly, an introduction. My name is Maggie May and I am the CEO of Tribal Marketer, and I help coaches and consultants build their tribe one lead at a time using digital marketing practices. So one little thing before we start talking about the actual tools themselves is that it is extremely important to actually take action based on the statistics that you're going to see in these tools. For example, I'm going to show you some Google Analytics, and if you don't actually go in there and look at the data and actually take action on it, there's no point of doing any of this. But for now, let's go into the tools and actually start to discuss them. Okay, so Google Analytics. Google Analytics is probably the most popular digital marketing software out there because it is free. It is a software provided by Google to do some in-depth analysis about your website visitors. And in order to do analytics, all you have to do is actually set an account up and then copy a piece of JavaScript code onto your website. Using analytics, you'll be able to show the visitors' geographical location, what browser do they use, what languages do they speak, pages visited, what time of day. We also get really good details on how people are engaging through your site and what traffic sources are providing the best conversions. So if you're out of any of these that we talk about today, Google Analytics is the most important one to set up. So here I'm showing a client of mine and showing how I can go in here and for a set period of time, I can see exactly where all their traffic is coming from. I can see conversions. Now conversions and goals in analytics is something you set up manually, so it'll mean different to every business, but in this case I've set up analytics so I can actually see which traffic sources are providing the most conversions. You can go in here into audience to actually find out their demographics such as age and gender. You can go into behavior and you can actually see, this will provide you with just an overview, what pages that they're visiting. It'll also show you something called a behavior flow. And it'll show you how people are traveling in general from page to page to page, what they're clicking on. You can drill down into particular pages. You can look at something called the average time on page, the bounce rate. So the bounce rate is, Google considers it a bounce when you land on a page and you don't scroll, you don't engage, you hit the back button. That's called a bounce rate. A healthy bounce rate is about 50%. If you're higher than about 50-60%, you actually have then what we call, a website conversion problem, and you need to work on trying to get people either better traffic to your site, or the traffic on your site is not engaging appropriately. So I look at bounce rate a lot. But there's lots and lots of information. This is not a Google Analytics training, so I'm not going to go through it, but this is the gold standard when it comes to data analysis, and most tools out there that, like third-party tools that you would pay for and implement, actually is pulling the data from Google Analytics. This is the gold standard, but like I said, you have to actually put a piece of JavaScript code on your website. And it's when you set this up, it'll give it to you, and then from there you're golden. The second thing that we're going to talk about is something called the Keyword Everywhere browser extension. This is a free keyword research tool that allows you to use Google keyword search volume and cost per click data on multiple websites. You add it to your Chrome extensions, and then anytime that you do a search, it will actually show you the data. So this is the actual conversion tool, how to download it, and they give you a little demo. If I go in here and I go for you can see automatically as I do this, it's pulling up that yoga studios near me is getting 60,500 searches per month for an average cost in Canadian of $2.97 per click. And the 0.11 is actually the competition value. So if I clicked on it, it'll show it again. And it's going to show it up here at the very top. And it's also going to show you related keywords. Now, why is this important? Normally, this is only important when you're actually doing Google AdWords. But if you're doing search engine optimization, this is the same kind of tool that we use for search engine optimization to actually figure out how we want to optimize particular websites for SEO. And you can export it, and it's just a really, really simple, nice little tool in order to optimize your campaigns to get the most number of viewers and eyeballs on it. The third tool that I always use and go to is something called BuzzSumo. Now, BuzzSumo is a paid program, but they do have a free option, and it lets you analyze the most shared content on any topic on the internet. It is extremely valuable when it comes to content marketing because you can search for content in specific niches by categories, and it also lets you monitor your competitors' social activity. Why is this important? Well, when you can understand your target audience, you can then find and create content perfect and ideal for them. This then in turns into high engagement rates and actually lets you see how pieces of content, yours and others, is reacting on the social media networks. This can be used a lot in the influencer space as well. Especially if you're trying to generate guest posts and content posts and for search engine optimization, SEO. So it is here. It is buzzsumo.com. You can type in any topic. So we'll do yoga. I don't know why I'm on a yoga kick today, but I am. So yoga instructor courses. On the free version, you're only going to get the first 10 results. But 1 month yoga teachers training course, you can see over here that this particular post from the Yoga Institute got 219 engagements on Facebook, only 1 Twitter share, and then it does this algorithm calculation to figure out who is the most engaged, but you can actually see backlinks. Again, this is the paid version. You can view sharers, which I'm pretty sure is the paid version as well, to see who is actually sharing this. So it just gives you a good little idea. Not the most affordable tool, I'll be honest with you, but it is a very valuable tool to have in your tool belt if you're serious about engaging in social media management, search engine optimization, and even content creation. So the fourth tool that we're going to use or talk about is something called a Hotjar, and Hotjar is a way to generate heat maps and understand how people engage with your website. And it is free. There is a paid upgrade, and again, you have to put a piece of JavaScript onto your website. So you can go in here and actually create heat maps. They only keep them for a certain amount of time, just something to know, unless you are paying for the program. But for the free one, they're only available for 30 days or something. But you go in here and you create a heat map and you fill out all the information, and then it'll monitor traffic on the websites that you have the JavaScript hooked up on. It'll also do actual recordings. So if you have a page that's giving you a problem, let's say with a high bounce rate, you can go in here and actually watch the recordings, and it'll do it for whether it's mobile, tablet, or anything else, and do it 4 times. Skip the pause it, and it'll see how people are actually scrolling through your website, and it'll actually monitor to clicks and scroll rates and everything like that. Again, 100% free, very, very valuable tool in order to analyze how your websites are actually performing. The fifth tool that we use is something called Canva. Now, many of you have probably heard of Canva, but it allows anybody with zero design experience, or graphic design experience, to create graphics like a pro designer. Blog posts, Facebook cover graphics, memes, social media posts, YouTube thumbnails, and almost anything you can think of. It's great. There's a free version, lots of options. You can upload your custom images, design it as per your need, and the paid version lets you create a team environment and actually create branding. So let's log in. And if you just ignore everything that I've played with over the years, these are all the various templates, and they are designed to be the proper pixels for, especially for social media, for proper use. You can also do ads, rectangles, leaderboards, wide skyscrapers. Like, there's a lot of options in here. You just pick whatever your template is, and then it's pretty intuitive. And then there's a whole bunch of layouts. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, and you can just go to town. And all of this is editable, and you just click around, and like I said, it's fairly intuitive, but it is probably one of the go-to pieces of free software that many marketers, amateur marketers, online business owners use in order to create content. So most definitely a valuable tool in the toolkit. The last tool that we use here at Tribal Marketer is TubeBuddy. It's an absolutely must-have tool if you're doing anything on YouTube, organic or paid. It is a free browser extension that works directly into your YouTube to help manage the channel with ease, and has everything you need to do in order to grow your YouTube channel. As soon as you put it in the title of the video, TubeBuddy will automatically show you suggested keywords, which you can then use in the description field, and serves for YouTube SEO purposes to get your videos more views. The other cool features with YouTube, which we use for our YouTube channel, is the custom thumbnail creator, keywords and tags tools, and to publish your video to your other social media channels, create end cards. Lots and lots of features, and most definitely go and check them out. I will be honest, my project manager and my right-hand man is the one that does all of this, and he is fantastic at it. And really is the professional when it comes to YouTube marketing and TubeBuddy. So it's just tubebuddy.com, and you download it onto your free Chrome extension, and it works very similar to the keyword finder that we talked about earlier. So I certainly hope that you have enjoyed this video. Go ahead and share it with anybody who you think can benefit from it. Leave a comment below. Ask us any questions, anything that was confusing. Please ask for clarifications, and let us know how you're going to use these tools in order to better increase your credibility and authority in your digital marketing practices. Feel free to spread the love, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, everyone.